It's not possible. They can't do this to me. They can't do this. Wait a second. Craigslist, they took away our ads. No. What am I going to do for listings? What am I going to do for my life? Oh, no. Oh.
Well, if you're a real estate agent, I'm sure you have heard by now that story's being replayed and replayed all over the country, and probably in bedrooms and in offices across the country, when real estate agents find out that their Craigslist marketing strategy has just had the plug pulled on it. Ugh. Now, I honestly don't know how big of a deal it's going to be going forward, but for right now, it's wreaking some havoc in the real estate community across the country for people who are using Craigslist as part of their online marketing strategy. My name is Kevin Ward with YesMasters.com, and I help real estate agents win more yeses and more successes in their business and their life. And I want to share with you today what I call the Craigslist recovery plan, because if Craigslist has just caused an earthquake in your business, you got to do something about it. And so I've got 5 strategies today, 5 steps to help you recover from whatever Craigslist changes has done to your business. And if it's not Craigslist, if you're looking, well, Craigslist doesn't matter to me, I'm not using Craigslist. Look, whenever change happens, and it's happening in our world all the time now, that affects the way you generate business. Are you ready for it? Whenever something changes, it may be the way marketing's changed, the internet's changes, when Google changed their SEO program again, and when REOs have kind of gone away. Okay, short sales. You have people that put all their eggs in the basket of short sales, and all of a sudden, short sales have kind of gone away the last year or so. REOs, agents who are just saying, I've got to get back into real business because all the REOs dried up. That's happened in the last couple of years. Those kind of things are part of reality, and there's definitely a part of real estate reality. So I want to share with you 5 strategies, whether you're a Craigslist user or not, but it's a recovery plan whenever change hits you in the teeth. So number 1 strategy, and this is the single most important one, is GOI. Now, what does GOI mean? It just means get over it. Because what? You're not going to change Craigslist. You're not going to change. Well, I hate change. I hate it when they do this to me. They always do this. They changed Facebook again. Well, they're going to change it, okay? They changed Craigslist. They're going to change it. What do? You got to get over it. And what that simply means is stop mourning the loss. Stop focusing on what you've lost and lamenting the problem, and start focusing on other opportunities and on solutions. What do I do to replace this? And it's simply a mindset shift. And most of the drama, most of the challenges in our lives, they spend more time here than they do in reality. And if we'll take our minds and shift more quickly to focusing on opportunities rather than on the loss, we'll move forward much faster. So you just got to get over it and find something else that will work. And that then leads to strategy number 2, and that is you've got to diversify your lead sources. If you're putting all your eggs in one basket, or if, as I like to say, if you've just got one golden goose that's laying the eggs, if that one golden goose gets killed, just like Craigslist pulls the plug on you, you're out of business. For those that did REOs, and for those that focus just on short sales, for those that have just put all their eggs in one basket of an old SEO strategy that quit working when Google changed their algorithms. Don't put all your eggs in just one basket. You've got to diversify and create multiple sources of business that you can generate business. So if one stops, you've got 4 or 5 or 7 others. Do you realize that there are over 30 specific lead generation strategies that real estate agents are using right now all over the world that are generating lots of business? In other words, there's 30 plus strategies that you can use to generate business as a real estate agent that agents everywhere are using. You don't have to do all 30, but you just pick the 5 or 6 or 3 or 4 that work best for you. And if you just put it all in one and it changes, you're in trouble. So diversify your lead sources. Strategy number 3, focus on relationships. Look, the reality of real estate is that most buyers and sellers go with an agent they already know. The power of relationships is absolutely huge. Realtor.com did their survey of buyers and sellers, and 47% of sellers interviewed one agent, and it was somebody they already knew. They never interviewed anybody else. That agent didn't have to compete with anyone else. It's just the power of the relationships. And so many agents that come into the business new, they either are afraid to talk to the people they already know, or they don't know anybody, and so they try to find some other strategy that they can get business without really building the relationships. Now look, Craigslist was a great strategy, and there's still going to be ways to use Craigslist, still ways to do that. Geographic farming, cold calling for sell by owners, expireds, all of those can be great sources of business. And if you want to make it more powerful, whatever the strategy is, focus on building the relationships. Focus on connecting with those people and not just trying to convince them to do something now that you want when it may not be what they want. So if you build the relationships and then you position yourself as their go-to agent, whether they want to do something right now or not, repeat and referral business from people that see you as their go-to agent will always be the best source of business. In fact, if you have not seen my training video, it's on the YouTube channel here, is just look up Kevin Ward's Real Estate Vortex. And when I talk about the power of building those relationships and positioning yourself and how to build a business that literally will consistently and constantly be drawing business to you by focusing on relationships. And all of a sudden, things like Craigslist will become way less relevant in your business. It's still a great source of business. You can still use those other lead sources, but your relationships will be number one, where most of your business will come, and number two, where everything that comes from Craigslist or any online marketing or social media is that once you make a connection, you have a way to build repeat or referral business from them because you build a relationship with the people. There's no shortcut for that, and there's nothing more powerful than that kind of organic growth. And people love Craigslist because it was free. This, virtually free when you do it right. Fourth strategy is, look, if what you're doing is lost, just get out there and talk to more people. Now you're going like, well, I don't want to talk to people. I hate rejection, all that kind of stuff. And yet the fact remains that most real estate business on the planet comes from one thing, and that is talking to people. I've got real estate agents that I coach right now that are taking 2, 3, 4, 10 listings a month just by going out there and talking to people. A lot of them are still using their internet lead generation strategies and so forth. However, at the end of the day, wherever the lead comes from, if you're not willing to talk to them and don't know what to say and how to say it, you're still going to be low in your conversion. In fact, there are a lot of agents that use exactly the same Craigslist strategy as another agent. One gets tons of results from it, and another one gets very low results from it. What's the difference? The same number of leads. It's that one of them is great at talking to the people. When they get the lead, they then know how to convert that lead because they talk to the people. They get in that connection where they're actually talking, because it's hard to get a commitment and sell a house to somebody by email or by internet. Ultimately, you're going to have to talk to them. You're going to have to inspire them to hire you, to work with you, to help them get the result that they want, and obviously so you get what you want. So my fifth strategy to top it all off is very simply and very powerfully, no matter where your lead sources are coming from, whether it's technology, whether it's the internet, whether it's marketing, whether it's prospecting, whether it's repeat or referral business, whatever it is, if you want more results and more income, improve your skills. At the end of the day, real estate is a skill-based business. Just like anything where you get paid for performance, the better your skills. The more skills you have, the more confidence you're going to have. The more confidence you have, the more power and effectiveness you're going to have in everything you do. So if you're reeling right now over Craigslist, here's the plan. Get over it. Diversify. Focus on a relationship. Get out there and talk to more people and constantly be working on your skills. That's what I do, is I help real estate agents build the strategies that will help them do that. So if you want more information, you can click on the link below, subscribe. I've actually got a web business planning webcast called Market Domination for 2014. If you're interested in that, I'm also putting the link here in the comment box. Click on that link, subscribe to or register for it. It will be absolutely awesome for you. Get out there. Always play to win, and always expect yes.